First player here, we're going to go with Billy Gilmour, Norwich. He is 5.2k midfielder here. One of the main angles we attacked last week was Brentford's bad defense in terms of giving him crosses. Gilmour is great at sending in crosses. He'll be on corners too. Might split a little bit of duty, but still love this cheap price here. He's also first on the team in shot creation action, so has some pretty good, kind of shot creating ability to go in just kind of with the crossing ability. I think he's a really good price here, really good a steal at this price, and he's a core play for me this week. Yeah, so we're going to go with Tariq Lati here, 5.5k, defender for Brighton. Brighton's been struggling lately, there's no doubt about that, but he's been pretty solid here. He had 8 and then 15 in his last 2 matches, so he's really the bright spot. I do think Brighton will bounce back. They've been a decent team, but, he's really kind of like a do-it-all defender, almost, kind of a midfielder here, just in terms of his offensive creative ability. He'll send in a lot of crosses. He's a very consistent kind of high forward player, but has very, very good assist potential, and I think he's in a great spot here against Newcastle, who's been okay, but still one of the bottom teams in the EPL. So yeah, I think he's a great price here. Love him at the defender spot, 5.5k. Marco Alonso, Chelsea, 7.3k, another defender here. I love the defender spot and guys who can create offense from the defender spot. One of the big reasons here is Chelsea has Burnley, who also gives up a ton of crosses, similar to Brentford. Alonso very good at sending in crosses. He should get some corners here. Mount, it's a little iffy with Mount, but I think he'll get some corner duties. He also has taken some free kicks. Isn't afraid to shoot from the free kick spot either. I just think, you want to get some Chelsea on side here as they're the biggest favorite. And I really love getting Alonso here, who I think can kind of give us that high floor, but also, does have a high ceiling potential here if he can maybe get some free kick opportunities, some corners, some assist potential, things like that. But yeah, I love getting him as my top Chelsea play here to get some Chelsea on in my lineups. Yeah, forward spot this week. Kind of interesting because Chelsea, the big favorite. You have Lukaku, obviously, I think, who's definitely in play, but not similar to kind of like the other big chalk teams like Liverpool or City, where forward's going to be 10k. So I spread around a little bit here. My favorite personal is going to be Shea Adams at 7.6k, Southampton. Guy's just been in incredible form. Really good at converting his chances when he gets his chance to get a shot, and he's been getting them lately. I'm also going to look at Tony here for Brentford, 8.6k. I do think they're in a good spot to score here against Norwich, who is not the best defensive team. Brentford's been struggling a lot, but he's in the second game from injury, so I expect him to kind of be fully healthy here, get some chances. Also going to look at Rashia on Norwich. He's going to send in a lot of crosses, and like I mentioned earlier, Brentford's giving up a lot, so I think he's in play for some passing stats. And then maybe take a punt on Mapai on Brighton at 6.6k. He's cheap, has some good goal scoring ability. Then also think I'm going to look at Coutinho on Villa here too at 8.5k. A little expensive, but I think he'll be in line for a nice game here. Yeah, so midfielder here. I think kind of starts and ends with Mason Mount, 9.9k, and James Ward-Prowse, 9.7k. Mount, obviously, incredible player, should be on set piece duties. I think he'll split with Alonso here just because he's still kind of getting back from injury. Definitely something to monitor if there's any coach speak before the game. Prowse, just kind of the do-it-all player for Southampton. Have the highest 2.5 expected goal total in the game versus Villa. So I think those are kind of the two, top chalk plays here at midfielder. I'm going to look at Gallagher here at 7.7k for Crystal Palace. He has actually dropped in price after a couple of solid performances. Wolves very, very tough defensively, so it makes sense, but he should get some, set pieces, corners, things like that. I think he has a high floor here. Kind of going down a little bit, I think if Eriksen starts for Brentford, should be on set pieces. Definitely in play. Just monitor if he's starting or not. Then for a couple cheap guys, I'm going to look at Neves on Wolves, should be on corner duty. I'm going to look at Shelby on Newcastle, a guy who is cheap, 4.2k. I think he can, do a couple things, maybe get a goal if things go right. And then also going to look at Ashley Westwood for Burnley, who should be on set pieces at 4.6k.